in. Where's he at? What's going on? Good to see you guys as we'll wait for the numbers to start coming in. Whether you are live on YouTube, live on Facebook, live on Twitch, live on Twitter, I hope you are doing well. All right, here we come. Now we start to get some people in. So, guys, if you haven't seen it, if you want to know what I'm talking about, warning, we're going to talk about the result of Armwars Ironhouse. So there were about 380 people I saw in the premiere. So I know at least that many of you guys have watched it. But, guys, please do go and see the Armwars Ironhouse video that took place, just premiered moments ago on the Armwars channel, Neil Pickup's Armwars channel. Go and check it out. Let me just make sure I got everything right here. I want to double check. Armwars, there he is, Neil Pickup in the house himself. Well done, sir. I have to say, absolutely, once again, an outstanding production. What you and James are pulling together, James Statham, that is, really is awesome. I am dead set, so excited about every week's release. There's no better way to start the weekend. A Saturday morning at 6:30 a.m. that it's scheduled for each week for me. I get in there and it's awesome. Good to see. G'day everyone who's coming in. Eric, good to see him, man. Tim Pipe says, go hard today, Blue. Yeah, we got a big day ahead. We got over the top. It's only a few hours away. I'm literally in about 2 hours' time. I'm going to be jumping in the car, heading down to the tournament on the Gold Coast, Australia. All the preliminary rounds going to kick off. I'm going to probably enter my on the left arm in the weight category division, but then the right arm is just going to be saving up for that overalls. But thank you very much. Neil says, best of luck in the over the top, mate. Yeah. But what we're all here to talk about. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Hackus has called him Bogdan. He's got the D and the G mixed up. But, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Dallas Langston and Bogdan Stoica. Man, entertaining match. I have to say, straight off the bat, Bogdan, I see you. I see you very, very clearly. And I want you bad. I can't wait to get over to the Ironhouse myself. Bogdan establishing, again, spoilers, guys. Last chance, if you haven't seen the Armwars video, go and see it because I'm about to talk about what happened. So, again, spoilers, if you don't know the result, tune out right now. So, Bogdan Stoica taking the victory over Dallas Langston 4-2 in a back and forth match. There were moments there where I genuinely wasn't sure who was gonna win. Dallas Langston is a wizard in the setup. That's one thing that I noticed. It was really interesting watching all of that going on, and Bogdan. He solved the puzzle. At the end of the day, he solved the puzzle. I wasn't sure he was going to at first. Watching all the setups and the variations that Dallas was throwing at him, I could sense and see the confusion for Bogdan. It's like Dallas was bringing all of the American wizardry that happens. And when I talk about wizardry and we talk about American flavor of arm wrestling, we talk about loading, and we talk about, which they covered in the show quite a bit. Obviously, Bogdan is just he's a mega from center guy, and he likes the no load. But Dallas, with the manipulations of the straps and the referees, he did well. He got right into the matches, and if it stopped, then it was all over. Interesting, Bogdan, you watching? I hope Bogdan, if you're watching, because I'm sure you watched the premiere of your video. Bogdan, if you're watching, let me know, because I just want to remind you of something. I want to remind you of something that that happened. I know you've been talking about power in the arm. You've been talking about all those sorts of good things. Because Bogdan, if you guys missed it in episode 1 of Armwars Ironhouse, he called me out after beating Jordan Davis. Well, Bogdan's now beaten Dallas Langston. But I'll note, Bogdan, that the rounds that you lost were when the match stopped. Now, if you go back, Bogdan, and have a look at my match against Dallas Langston, I didn't win in flash pins. I won with power. I won with power. I dictated the lane. The match has stopped, and I just won with power. I made Dallas pin himself. He actually refused to pin himself. No, I take that back. Round 2 against Dallas, when I held him, I put him in a position. I asked him, "You going to pin yourself? You going to pin yourself?" He didn't. He tried to flop press and blew his arm up. And I ended up having to pin him. But Bogdan, I just want to remind you, when we're talking power, that's what you're dealing with. Okay. But I'm happy. I'm happy Bogdan got the win. I'm happy. I wasn't sure. Dallas, good dude, good dude. But it sets it up nicely now for some Australian redemption for next week. Yes. Yeah, Neil says he had already pulled a match. Yeah, that's all the more impressive from Bogdan that he had already pulled a match. He'd faced Jordan already. And it was only, half an hour's break? Was that the word on the street? It was half an hour's break before he pulled Dallas. Impressive stuff there. Neil Pickup, Supernatural Strength official. Tim Pipe says, haha, I remember. Good to know, Tim Pipe. You remember. That was 15 kilos ago, Ryan. Relax, says the schmo. Yeah, we're all growing together, man. We're all growing together. No doubt Dallas is better. No doubt Dallas is better than when he pulled me. But clearly I'm the same. So I was pretty happy with this. Now it lines up the Dallas Langston Jordan Davis match for next week. And I don't know if you guys saw it. Did you see the quote from Dallas as the show ended? Couldn't have left us on more of I don't know what to call it. It's not a cliffhanger, but it's just a declaration. I think he said I'm going to rape Jordan Davis next week. I can't wait to, because we've seen little snippets in the past. I think that those guys, we've seen just from highlight reels that it is going to go into a pretty solid war. Dallas and Jordan next week will take place. I'm pretty sure. Neil, is that correct that we'll get that next week? Dallas and Jordan? I'm assuming it is. Everything seems to be going in chronological order so far. But Eric made the comment here earlier, if Bogdan wasn't so fast, he was in trouble. Yeah, Bogdan is fast. That's the one thing that you've got to respect from Bogdan, and that I do really respect, is that he has silver bullet style triggers that he can pull in an instant, and he's got at least 3 of them. He's definitely got it in the press, as he described it in today's video against Dallas. He actually described that his best weapon was the press, and Dallas did struggle with that in the rounds where Bogdan used it. He's clearly got the top roll as well. Like in that final round, he adjusted. Dallas set up super high. As Neil confirms, yes, next week it is Jordan and Dallas. Fantastic. I can't wait. Thank you, Neil. Yeah, so when Dallas set up high, because initially it was Bogdan looking to press once again, but Dallas set up high, and Bogdan just had the instinct to say, "Oh, okay, that's what you're doing. I feel your 4 fingers against my hand, so that means you're running." And then he just top rolled. So good adjustments from Bogdan Stoica. Neil says he has everything. Trust me. So Bogdan has weapons across the board, and will just pull out the right gun for the right situation. And that's exciting. Marcus Thompson, good to see you here, man. Enjoyed seeing you in the chat as well on that one. Marcus Thompson, the schmo, says Jason Merlot, the friggin' left-hand gangster, will also slap you with the right if you're feeling frisky. Yeah, Jason Merlot is one of those men that I would love to see in this mix against these guys as well. People saying are very surprised Dallas couldn't catch that press at all. Yeah, it's interesting, And I was watching the match, and what I saw was Dallas. I mean, Dallas has great control if he curls in. He has great control if he gets his lats back. But what Dallas lacks, in my opinion, that was the critical strength against Bogdan, is just the trust to go sideways directly without having to do something with the hand. And it was because Stoica would just bone line him, and Stoica had the boss elbow. Let's just say he trusted his connective tissue and frame more than Dallas. And Neil, I love it too. I love Ryan v. Bogdan, says Neil Pickup. Neil, like I said last week, I've never wanted a match more. Honestly, I've never wanted a match more than Bogdan. And I know it's going to happen. When's it going to happen, Neil? Is it late August, early September? You just tell me. Can you bring that time forward? Can you make it next week? Something like that, please. Marcus Thompson says, yeah, it's a great match. Neil has to. I love it because it's set up perfectly. Bogdan has crushed Jordan. Bogdan has beaten Dallas Langston. Um, the story's set there. We've both got similar results now, and there is plenty to be said. I think that Bogdan is a savage on his trash talk. He, he's absolutely book it. September says Neil Pickup. Roger, consider it done. Consider it done. I will be there without hesitation. I'll make sure I get there nice and early, so there's no travel stress on me. The Schmo says he trusted his connective tissue 44% more than Dallas, and he had to do it. Look, absolutely. But here's the thing: like when it comes to myself and Bogdan, I'm watching every one of these matches through the lens of, okay, how will I handle those situations? How will I handle that? And I honestly think that the shape of the matches for myself and Bogdan, which will inevitably happen in September, will be the possibilities are really wide. Bogdan has weapons everywhere. He has offensive weapons everywhere. Where I think I have defensive weapons everywhere. So I think we are a really interesting match. I think that the shape you might see top roll v top roll v hook, press v top roll, press v side pressure. Because like straight up, for instance, I think that Bogdan round one against me is probably going to come out and try to press me. That's my guess. It's his biggest ace. There's all this talk on connective tissue. I think he's going to say, "All right, Ryan, let's see the connective tissue you've got. Let's see if you can catch my press." I'll tell you right now, Bogdan, I don't catching your press. I will make you back off your press. That's what will happen. You load up forward like that, you will run into a savage side pressure hit. There's not going to be any attempting to go over you. Not going to be any attempting to catch you on my bicep. You come forward at me with your shoulder. I'm going to allow you to have it. I'm going to give it to you. You can have the shoulder position off the go, and I will throw hard sideways, harder than you have ever experienced. Harder than Dallas. Dallas didn't even try it. Jordan couldn't do it. I will come at you through the base of my palm, directly sideways, and I'll knock you out of I will knock you out. Marcus Thompson, what are you doing, you crazy animal? €100 super chat. That's that's crazy. That's the biggest super chat in the history of super chats on this channel. Marcus Thompson, thank you very much. Good luck at Over the Top, mate. Give it everything, no mercy. Thank you, man. That's massive. My birthday today, so that is a brilliant birthday present and start today. Thank you, Marcus, man. It's put me in a ridiculously good mood. I will be giving it all at Over the Top today. I've got the buzz. Fox 8 Ball says, Marcus Thompson, you savage. Absolutely. Marcus Thompson, you are the man. Thank you for the continued support, man, across the whole sport. I see you supporting the sport, and you're making it possible everywhere. So thank you so much, man. I am so buzzed about this Over the Top tournament. Honestly, I've been theorizing all week on how this is going to go. There's so many variables with all the names in the draw. There's so many variables on who's going to be there and who's going to get to that pointy end. There's unknowns of Uzbekistan's coming, of Indians coming, of people from Southeast Asia coming. The Kiwis are coming. They're national champions of all those different nations. They're coming. It's going to be brutal. I can't wait. So, yeah, thank you very much once again, Marcus Thompson. You're the man. Happy birthday. Thank you very much, sir. Tim Pipe says, wow, Marcus, thank you. Good stuff. You're the man. So, yeah, that is coming up. But Bogdan Stoica, I really am, like I was saying, of all the matches that I could possibly have in the future, Bogdan is the one that I want most. And that's amongst, I mean, I've got Engin Terzi in East vs West, that's like a legacy match for me to get to face him. I've got prospective King of the Table matches coming up, which are just amazing as well, but I can't talk about them yet. But, amongst all of them, I want Bogdan more than anyone. And I want Bogdan because of a few reasons. The First reason is because Armwars Ironhouse is just phenomenal. I love the feel of it. I love the coverage that Neil and James are producing. They are bringing a richness to the sport that we haven't seen before. Um, the weekly release just is perfect. It's coming at a pace where I feel so invested in next Saturday. I'm already like, as soon as the episode is finished, I'm counting like, okay, is it Saturday again yet? Is it Saturday again yet? And throughout the week, as the week goes, as every day goes by, I'm literally like, oh, sweet, only 2 more sleeps till another release. It's a very interesting approach, and I hope it builds significant momentum. So that is the first reason why I am genuinely looking forward to facing Bogdan, because the coverage is amazing. But the second reason is the story that's been built with Bogdan doing what he did to Jordan, and now Bogdan doing what he did to Dallas. Two people that I have faced plenty of times and know very well. Well, I haven't faced Dallas plenty of times, only the once, but we've had a similar result against the two guys, and the talking points, they're all built there. And I think Bogdan's mouth is just running right now at a rate that I need to put a stop to it. Normally it's me doing all the talking, but right now Bogdan is doing all the talking, and rightly so. He's done some amazing things on the table. Looks incredibly solid. But Bogdan and I clashing will be absolute awesomeness when you think about the storyline. And I can't, the tension in that room, I can't wait to just get in there. I know that when we walk in that room, there's going to be a buzz that Bogdan and I are going to look at each other. The first time we touch hands, the energy is going to be huge. The atmosphere, the anticipation within myself, I can feel already what it would be like to be in that room and know that, okay, just say go against Bogdan. It's going to be his press against my side pressure, round one. I know it. There's no way he's going somewhere else. All this talk of connective tissue and seeing who's got it. It's clear to me. It's his press v my side pressure off the go. No one's running. I was surprised that Bogdan didn't uh, attempt out of straps against Dallas. Not that he needed it; he ultimately won. But it was interesting because most people are terrified of Dallas in the straps. Most people look for the victory outside of straps because Dallas is not known for doing well outside of the straps. So I take my hat off to Bogdan there. I note Bogdan. I did the same thing when I pulled Dallas. We went straight to the straps. Didn't bother. So I don't care, Bogdan. You want straps? You want no straps? I don't care. Um, I'm holding on. I'm going directly sideways. I suspect you'll happily just hold on and go sideways as well. Marcus Thompson, yes. Two top pullers and characters will bring tension and drama to the match. I can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait. I absolutely can't wait. But guys, we might wrap that one up. We'll keep it short and sweet. I will be live again today, just so you guys know. Like I was saying, in about 2 hours' time, or in about 2.5 hours' time, I will arrive at the venue for Over the Top Down Under. It is happening today, guys. Make sure you head over there and watch it. Larry Wheels is competing. Larry Wheels is in the tournament. Um, who knows where the draw goes, but it is all going to be live and on My Sports Live. Head over to the Australian Arm Wrestling Facebook page to see that link. Or if you want to know where the pay-per-view link, you can jump on one of my old videos where I interviewed Larry. The link is there. Neil Pickup, what did you say, Neil Pickup? He said, just wait till you see what's coming later in Ironhouse season in series. For F's sake, something different. Arm Wars accepts no substitute. Bowen coming back to where it all started. Yeah, there's what I remember. I think you and James said there's something like 20 episodes or something like that, 21 episodes in the Ironhouse series. It is phenomenal. Neil, honestly, what you're doing is phenomenal. I love it. And yeah, the Bowen coming back to where it all started. Yeah, for those who didn't know, my first ever professional arm wrestling bout was under the Arm Wars banner against Anil Najran. Still to this day, one of the most grueling matches I've ever had, and I loved it. From then on, I was hooked. So yes, I will be back to where it all started, and yes, we can't wait to see what comes over the next 19, 18 episodes, whatever it may be. But Neil Pickup, I take my hat off to you that I'm not wearing, but well done on what you've done, man. It is really impressive, and I can't wait to see what comes. Armwars is different gravy, says Marcus Thompson. Absolutely. Big Natty with a super chat. Thank you very much, Big Natty. Super chat, $20 US. Happy birthday, Ryan. Hope you win tonight. Thank you, brother. Like I said, I will be live a bunch. I'll go live again just from my mobile when I get to the venue to show you guys what it's all looking like and to show you the buzz. We're expecting 700 people in the room. I think it's been built like in the finals, it's going to be like a cauldron style with one table in the middle, the Perspex table that looks exactly like that in the finals, with 700 people crowded around. The atmosphere is going to be, I'm getting the shivers down my spine, the hairs on the back of my neck are standing up just thinking about that. I really want to make that final. Really want to make that final. Can't wait. But I will be live again once I'm down there. James Statham is a wizard. I agree. Neil Pickup, he's doing some phenomenal editing. But also yourself, sir, Neil Pickup. The vision to have this in the first place is credit all to you, brother. So well done. And guys, if you haven't already, I know you have, but if you haven't for some crazy reason, if you haven't subscribed yet to the Armwars channel, and if you haven't seen any of the Ironhouse series, please go on it over there and do it right away. I'm sure you've all done it already, but if you haven't, go and do it. And in fact, go and make your brother, your sister, your mother, your father do it too, because it deserves to blow up. It deserves to blow up. All right, guys. Thank you very much. I will end that one there. Short and sweet. Bogdan Stoica, I see you. Do not think I will forget about you. I know that the theme's going to change now. We're going to go and watch everyone else in Armwars Ironhouse, but I will not forget, and I will see you in September. And yeah, I'm going to make you pin yourself 6 times.